Remember, it is always the quality of one's preparations that determines the final result. The appearance of the finished flooring largely depends on the conditions of the subfloor, the skillfulness of the installer, and of course, the flooring material. When you install a flooring product of the highest quality, don't let bad conditions put the blame on you. When you install a product from Tarkett, you also install a floor with an established long life quality. Just be aware of the following 3 very important points, and we promise you that the final result will please both you and your customer. The key words are clean and smooth, level, and dry. Clean and smooth means that soil, rubbish, and dust that are always present at the job site have to be removed. The surface must be thoroughly swept or even vacuum cleaned. Any small particles such as nail heads or small bits of concrete that may cause visible defects by telegraphing must be removed. Also make sure that there are no traces of paint, petroleum-based products or similar chemicals which may prevent adhesion or cause discoloration in the future. Make your final check during the application of the adhesive. Level means just that. The subfloor must be level, otherwise a wave may appear in the finished floor. Please note recommended tolerances. Dry means permanently dry. You must be 100% certain that there is no possibility of the occurrence of rising damp. There are several methods of testing for dampness. An easy technique for testing is by taping a piece of polythene foil, about 100 centimeters square, directly on the concrete. After at least 24 hours, you can see if any moisture has condensed as small droplets under the plastic, or if there is a dark spot visible on the floor after lifting the plastic. These are both signs of high moisture content in the concrete, and if so, you must let the subflooring dry out for some weeks before you make another test. Another method of testing is the calcium carbide or CM method. This method is most widely used in Europe. For that, you remove small pieces of concrete, at least 3 centimeters below the surface of your floor. These pieces of concrete are crushed and carefully weighed. Then they are placed in a metal bottle together with a carbide bomb and a small steel ball. The bottle is sealed with an airtight lid fitted with a pressure gauge. After the bottle is thoroughly shaken, the steel ball breaks the ampoule and carbide reacts together with any moisture in the concrete, producing acetylene. The pressure in the bottle can be read from the pressure gauge. The amount of moisture can be read from a humidity chart. The best technique is the RH method, where relative humidity is directly measured by using electronic devices. Using the RH method, you can obtain correct information as to the percentage of humidity in concrete at depth and not just at the surface layer. Furthermore, you don't have to know the type or quality of the concrete in the subflooring in order to obtain an exact figure regarding to the amount of water not chemically bound in the cement. Recommended RH limits are of course available from Tarkett. It is generally considered that with good drying conditions, concrete subfloors dry out at the rate of approximately 3 centimeters thickness per month. On site, rolls must be stored upright. Before lengths are cut, please check that the shade numbers correspond. Ideal storage temperature for sheet, vinyl and most adhesives is about 18 degrees centigrade. When cutting lengths, immediately mark the backside of your sheet with a lead pencil. This is to make sheet reversing easier. Note, only use lead pencils. Sheets are usually installed edge to edge, but when installing borders or stripes, an underscriber is a good help. There must be at least a ½ millimeter gap between sheets for grooving. In cases of firm fitting against walls, use a scribe. Draw the sheet approximately 20 millimeters from the wall, adjust the tool and make your scribe line. The opposite side of your sheet is also scribed to the wall. Draw a line on the subfloor along the edge. This line acts as a guideline. Place a ruler or straight edge at right angles to the sheet and draw a cross-check on both the material and the subfloor. Pull out the sheet from the wall and place the true edge to the guideline. Set the scribe to the exact distance that the lines have opened up, make your scribe line and cut. Pull out and place the sheets into position and then fold back to the center line of the room or the area for gluing. Use only adhesives recommended by Tarkett. Use a notched trowel to control the amount of adhesive applied to the subfloor. Open time varies depending on the type of floor covering, subfloor, temperature, and relative humidity on site. The sheets are laid onto the tacky adhesive and then carefully rubbed. On larger areas of floor, a roller can be used. Fitting against walls can also be done after gluing, using the freehand method. That is the use of a corner roller or similar tool to force the sheet material into an angle between the floor and the wall. Cut with a hooked knife. Remember to hold the knife as upright as possible. All seams have to be grooved before welding. On homogeneous products, not deeper than 3/4 of total thickness. Use a speed nozzle for heat welding. Seams must cool to room temperature before trimming, and we recommend trimming in 2 steps. First, rough trimming, and then fine trimming. Don't forget to make your final check before leaving the job site. Adjust any defects if necessary and remove any excess adhesive with a recommended solvent, and finally rinse with clean water.